What's up, everybody? Corey Van Castle Cook here of the Movie Chumps, and I just got out of Paul Thomas Anderson's latest film, One Battle After Another. Stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Chase Infinity, Sean Penn, and I gotta tell you guys, the hype is real. This thing's a masterpiece from start to finish, an absolute cinematic masterpiece as far as I'm concerned. Every single element that you could think of is working at top level. This is a master craftsman of PTA. He's been doing this for 30 years now. This is easily his best film since There Will Be Blood. It has that early PTA vibe to it, but with modern sensibilities, I guess, as his evolution as a director. It's just masterful. This thing's 160 minutes long and it feels like 25. It just flies by. The score is just fundamentally entwined. I think it's Paul Greenwood, I think did the score. Oh my God, it's just so, it's propulsive. It's tense. Sometimes it's almost horror-like. This is a movie that just grabs you from the first reel, but from the first like 5 minutes, and just does not let go for 160 minutes. It's an action, it's drama, it's a comedy, a dark comedy. There's some elements that really made me laugh out loud hard, but it was like a black comedy for sure. It's definitely a film and of our times that definitely takes a side. And there are a certain group of people that are not going to like this. The right, the far right, the MAGA right is gonna hate this movie and probably pick it apart. But this is a movie that, kind of explores revolutions on both sides, and it's not always easy answers to things that, even on the side of revolution, violence has an effect. Violence has an effect, and not everybody is in it for the revolution. Some are just narcissists who want the glory and will run away at the first sign of trouble. The performances in this are absolutely masterful. It's led by three great performances. First of all, Leonardo DiCaprio is great as Bob, who's, a revolutionary that kind of goes down to the drinking and smoking pot range as he's forced to go on the run with his daughter. He's so paranoid at times, but it's so funny. But he has such a big heart, and he really, really loves his son or his daughter Willa with all his heart. And we'll go to it's a strong father-daughter relationship, and how far you will go to protect your own kid, even when sometimes you can be incompetent. Chase Infinity, who plays Willow in this, what a standout. I feel like I've seen her in something else, but I can't think of what it is. She's phenomenal. Sean Penn, this is his best performance in years, and you fucking hate this dude. He's a white nationalist piece of shit military asshole that is just, but at the same time, he's a racist, but he's obsessed with black women. He loves them. This movie is so complicated and nuanced. I really wish I was taking notes at times, because I've got to go back for that second watch and see all the things that I've missed. There's so many great elements. There's a car chase, I said, at the end that has just had, my heart wasn't in my throat. My heart was in my mouth. It was so tense. There's this whole sequence where Bob is trying to get his phone charged while things are going on around him, that is a huge commentary on what society is like now, where human beings and actual events are happening and we're fucking obsessed with our phones and making sure that they're charged. There's obvious social commentary on this. It's a big budget action film too, and I'm not sure how this is going to connect with modern audiences, but I see this thing definitely getting nominated and possibly winning a boatload of Oscars. The Warner Brothers gravy train continues. They have had hit after hit after hit after hit, and this is just another one. It'll probably be a critical darling, maybe not necessarily a financial darling, since I think it's a $160 million budget on this thing. I am honestly, guys, I am shocked that this movie even is allowed to exist. In an era where studios don't take risks anymore and people are afraid of picking a side and pissing off people and this and that and the other thing in terms of the financial aspect, sometimes one of these sneaks through the goalpost. and that's this one. This, in some ways, I think is PTA's Oppenheimer. In the way that I don't know, it's not my favorite film of his, but it's maybe his best film. And there's a better than average chance that this finally gets him his first Oscar win as a director. They will be teaching and talking about this movie in film classes, presuming we haven't blown each other up, 30 years from now. This is going to go down in terms of one of the great all-time performances, I think, when you look back at the lexicon of Leonardo DiCaprio's career. This is like a sumptuous feast. This is a Thanksgiving-level film in terms of how deep and nuanced and everything it is. What a fucking movie, man. And you see it in IMAX if you can, because it's completely shot in VistaVision. But this one's great. I'm giving this 10 out of 10 must see. It's a masterpiece, guys. This is the first masterpiece I've seen this year. Now, it's not my favorite film of the year, but it's definitely the best film I've seen this year. My favorite film of the year still goes to Sinners, but this is absolutely the best film that I've seen this year, and probably my number 2. But that's it for me, guys. I'll see everybody later. Hopefully we'll get a chance next year, not this year, but next year, to do this one on the pod. I can't wait to discuss this at some point. Anyway, everyone out there, have a safe and happy weekend. I love you guys. Peace.